Hello, humans, and welcome to the Cartridge and Disc Podcast. This is your Gen X gamer here. And guys, this is going to change gaming. I've been talking about AI in video games and what a hard time the large video game companies were going to have to put it in some of your favorite titles. But I completely forgot about the mod community and how resourceful they are. They've been game changers for a long time, inspiring various programmers, various video game companies to step up their game, and here they are doing something that a large company could not do because, liability. And they've created a companion using Chatgpt for Skyrim. And let me tell you guys, it is a game changer. It really is. It changes the dynamic of the game. I was hypothesizing about what it could be in a previous episode and telling you what the dangers were of larger companies making something like this, because there's so many liabilities that could come from using something like this. As we speak right now, there's lawsuits by people that were used to train ChatGPT without their knowledge. I believe Sarah Silverman is one of them, as well as other creative people. And I'm going to be following closely that case because those are copyrighted works that weren't meant to be out there for an AI. You're using, and I don't know how much of it is true or, what's in the case, but if you're using things to create an AI without a license, that might be an issue. As we know, as we've learned now from being on YouTube, from being on social media, from different things, there are things that you are allowed to use and some things that you're not. And you can't say that training your AI with somebody's either personality or body of work is some sort of creative. It's not fair use. You're actually using it for a different purpose that it was created. And on top of that, right? And on top of that, you're making money off of it. So let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens with that. But getting back to this Skyrim here, let me tell you, it really does change up the game. And I've been following it now for a couple of days. I saw its inception, and it was pretty slow. And now it's getting faster. When it first started, when I first saw the first couple of videos, guys, I mean, some of the responses were taking 20 seconds, 25 seconds, around there. And now they're like down to 10. So it's slowly learning, from playing, with humans, with actual humans. But the way you can play with this, you can tell her to attack. You can have conversations with her. You can ask her for her opinions about where you are in the game, what you should do. It really is like having a conversation with somebody else. Now, of course, that's just the beginning of the mod. We know exactly where this is going. These are going to be waifus pretty soon. And as we well know, the name of the game here on the internet is dopamine and keeping people logged on to these games. Now, I don't care who you are out there. Game developers are seeing this. They're going to see the type of engagement that these mods are going to have, and they need to jump in. But how are they going to do it and at the same time protect themselves from liability, because you don't know how people are going to use these? You can have the best of intentions, but there just isn't enough body of work so you can know how these AIs are going to react if they're set in a different type of environment. You can be as cool as you want and you're the perfect guy, but we know out there in the internet, right, there's dark forces. And these AI models might be learning things that maybe you don't want to hear. You might be sensitive about certain subjects, and she might decide just to emasculate you right there because she thinks you're too much of a weakling, and go from there. You don't know what this AI is going to say. I mean, what religion is the AI? We don't even know that. You don't know the set of core beliefs. You don't know any of those things. So the way they implement this is very important. Now, when you have an open playground, like you do in the modding community, this is where you can make all the mistakes. This is like free QC for the big developers. If you really think about it, Bethesda right here is just getting free work done because this game belongs to them. At any point, they can just grab this stuff and take it down and take all the data, because what this is doing, it's producing the machine learning, it's gathering information, it's looking at people's responses. I mean, if they wanted to, really, they could get all this information. And when it comes to the internet, when it comes to your value for these companies, it's actually your data. It's what you do. It's what you spend your money on. And you know it's coming. What's going to happen? What are you going to do with your waifu? What are you going to do with your companion, whether it's male, female, whatever? You want to have a lizard man, whatever it is. Not only are you going to pay for a custom voice, you want them to sound like they want to sound. You want them to look like you want them to look. There could be skins sold out there. I mean, everybody's looking at this already. Well, wait a minute. How much is the whatever you're into? Are you into Cardi B? Are you into Pink? Are you into, whatever artist is out there, right? Are you into the female group Twice? Are you into K-pop, J-pop, rap? Do you want Biggie Smalls to be your companion? Do you want Tupac to be your companion? Do you want Old Dirty Bastard sit in the background? What do you want? Those are licenses that can come up now, because now you can have virtual people as your companions in these games. The upside to this is unbelievable, but also the liability. But the rush for gold is going to be too much for people. Microsoft is looking at this, is why a lot of these companies invested so much money in AI, because they know what's coming. You can have your own personal Harley Quinn just for you. Now, some of you might want to Jada Pinkett out there, depending what you're into, right? But the fact is that you can buy whatever skin you want once this starts becoming monetized. But in the back end, what it's running, what are the thoughts behind this AI? What are its core beliefs? What religion is it? You don't even know that. So a lot of those things are the things that make liabilities for these companies. But in the end, I'm telling you, the almighty dollar rules. And they're going to rush to this. Once they see the engagement, once they see people log on to the games with AI companions and AI interactions for longer periods of time, especially on the games as a service models, you're not going to be able to put it back. This genie now is out of the bottle. Guys, go watch these videos. Go look at them. I'm telling you, it changes the dimension of the game. Take a look, and you're going to see the future. All right, humans, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.